evening everybody, and very warm welcome to what's usually a later stream than usually takes place on the channel, but I hope you're all well, enjoying the PMDG 737-700 inside Microsoft Flight Simulator now, and making the most out of Sim Update 9. We've just updated that with the patch that's just been released by Asobo, so this is pretty much a bit of a test flight, if you like, to see how the new Sim Update 9 patch is actually performing. Here we are, very nice Transavia livery, which is available on flightsim.to, and the links are in the description for the live stream as well if you do want to get your hands on it. And we're just finishing off with a little bit of catering on board here too. The only issue with this scenery is the fact the pushback tug does still spawn in place, and as a result it's going to make it a little bit difficult for pushback, because ideally we just want to go straight out onto that sort of Bravo taxiway over there, pretty much just driving forwards and out, away we go. Just me flying today, I think, potentially. I'm not sure what the Ryanair's doing yet. They've just spawned in. A very warm welcome to all of you guys in the live chat. East Coast Canadian, Automator, Alberto, J-Bay, Craig J, Chaz, David A, welcome folks, channel members, thank you for your ongoing support, and everybody else in the live chat as well, hello to you all. So, we're in the flight deck, and we've got the APU all fired up, ready to go. We're just in the process, halfway through our pre-flight checklist, if you like, making sure that we've got the APU power transferred across instead, and our cruise, as you can see, you might have spotted it at the top there, flight level 390 today as well. We're going to give the gens a minute on their own power before we bleed the APU, and we've actually got Amsterdam radar online, we've got Amsterdam approach online as well, with an ATIS. Wow, okay. So, Rotterdam Information Tango, main landing runway 24, transition level 245, 240 degrees at 15 knots, variable between 200 degrees and 270 degrees, visibility 10 kilometers or more, overcast 4,700 feet, temperatures 18, 2.8, QNH 1009. So, we can put that in. 1009 is the other way around. There we go, happy days. Right. So we want to speak to EHAM approach, Schiphol approach, because they also manage Rotterdam apparently. So he's on 1212. East Coast Canadian, no worries buddy. Welcome. 1212. Flight Sim, this scenery is part of the Asobo defaults from the world updates with, I think, was it Belgium and everything else as well. I think Rotterdam was included in that. Certainly quite a nice bit of freeware added in. Yep, hello to you. Learning this and the 146 got your hands full, absolutely. Two fantastic aircraft as well. Right, where are we? 1212, let's change that across. Are you able to lock your landing gear after raising them, Christopher? Yes.
Please.
So, cruise flight level 390. Let's bleed the APU now because it's been about a minute. Days. Reserves of 2.4, and fuel-wise, so got 5.9 tons on board. Loading-wise, we're going to go into the menu here, and we're just going to get rid of the caterers at the back. Here we go, aft galley release. We're going to release the ground power units. And we're going to release the stairs now as well. Boarding is basically complete. You can see here fuel 5891 kilos and payload 142 passengers and about 1.8 tons. Indeed. Ed, hello buddy. Love your teaching skills. Thank you very much. Departures, we've selected runway 24 here at Rotterdam, and we are also going to be selecting the LUNIX to Bravo departure as well. So that's what that is, and in the legs page it translates to this. Bring up Navigraph for you guys. There we are. So we're going to taxi out on the apron. Yankee, Victor, all the way down to Victor 6, runway 24. And we're going to use as much runway as possible. The LUNIX to Bravo departure. zoom right in here on the Navigraph charts. We're going to head southbound 236 degrees, runway heading, and then at 500 foot or above, or at Romeo Delta 159, whichever is the latest, we're then going to commit to a right turn, max 230 knots to Romeo Delta 207, and then we're going to fly this sort of leg out here all the way to Ivlut.
Bye-bye.
There's Schiphol, which we're going to be flying nearby, Ivlut, LUNIX, Rendy, all the way out to German airspace, where we're then going to be requesting above flight level 245, we'll be at or above flight level 250 for our flight to Innsbruck today. If you are new, tuning in for the first time, it's great to have you on board with us. Please do hit that subscribe button down below, and throughout today, you guys know the drill. Hit the like button as well. Sim enthusiast, what's your question? Let me find it. It is crashing. What should we do? My sim is crashing after patch with the 737. Sim enthusiast is saying. In what scenario? Because we've got the patch at the moment, and everything so far, touch wood, seems to be okay. Right, what are we doing? M1 limits. We're going to go takeoff 2, climb 2. And we want 1000 acceleration, 3000 thrust reduction, and engine off 1000 as well. Runway winds go in at whatever the METAR said, whatever the ATIS gave us. EHRD 230 at 16. Nice. Quite a decent wind. When runway's dry, and that's that all set. So we're going to go flaps 5 for takeoff, and we're going to sort the centre of gravity out to get our V-speeds. There we go. Happy days. 6.85 for the trim. We've got the hydraulics powered, so let's set that. Yeah, check your community folder and all that sort of stuff. Sim Enthusiast says, loading up at Manchester Gate after waiting for 5 minutes of it loading, it just crashed to desktop. So it sounds like then you can't even get into the flight, right? 6.85, get as best as you can to it, like so. And we've also tuned the Rotterdam VOR 110.4, put it into nav 1. Runway heading 236, now V speeds 133, 143, adding the 10. Like so. Gadget, hello buddy, saying the 737 is a joy to fly, even better with P3D with the than P3D with all the eye candy. Yeah, absolutely, it's absolutely lovely, isn't it? 04. Let's see. No, I'm not going to set a course. It's an RNAV departure anyway.
Triple approach, KLM 376.
If anybody's got your controls, by the way, apparently that is a widely reported issue at the moment.
Alpha, ILS 183. Descend 2000 feet,
That's all good. That's looking quite nice, and we've got the gen power and stuff. Seatbelt signs are on. I'm going to quickly run through the checklist to where we are. Packs are on auto, let's get them on. Till engine start at least. The isolation valve, we'll check that open. And we now need to do the altimeter stuff.
1009er.
Oké, dat is hier verschillende op Schiphol. Maar maakt niet uit, dank je wel. Dat kan wel.
What stand are we at? Bravo 1, Delta 1? Charlie 1? That's somebody behind. Oh, it is. Fantastic. Hopefully they're coming along. Bloom, I think now is switched off. Schiphol approach, good evening, Transavia 833 Mike, Rotterdam, Charlie 1 with Tango. Request RFR clearance to Innsbruck, please, Boeing 737.
Transavia 833 Mike, hello, clearance Innsbruck. LUNIX to Bravo departure, climb 3000 feet, squawk 3147.
Good Innsbruck, LUNIX to Bravo departure, 3000 feet, squawk 3147, Transavia 833 Mike.
833 Mike, correct.
3147. I've wrote it down. Make sure I put the correct code in this time, not rather than yesterday or the day before, I think. Anganov, yes.
Amsterdam, hello again, KLM 610.
And that's because it's dynamic.
Yeah, 610, hello, climb
So
level
it depends on what's going to happen. It's making me nervous though. It is going mad, isn't it? We'll see what happens when we get to that point then, I guess. Going crazy, isn't it? Right, what else? Altimeter set. Oops. Tony, hello to you. Good luck watching your stream whilst arriving. He's in Transavia 5842. Fantastic. Where is EHAA Centre? 12575. This, by the way, is going to be the busiest VATSIM flight I've ever taken the 737 on. So hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this. Right.
Transavia 5842, clear to land 24, wind 230 at 16.
Rocket wind, flat land, runway 24, Transavia 842.
Sounds like he's on the way in. Let's leave the view there for a second.
61 Sierra, contact Amsterdam radar 125, decimal 750. 125, 61 Sierra.
Waffle, hello.
Dutch, goedenavond, Transavia 285 Golf, Rotterdam, Delta 2 with info uniform, request IFR to Toulon.
Just going to quickly check some charts. I can't remember if here you can start up without requesting it. Airport briefing, Gen, low vis, taxi procedures.
Squawk 0151.
Clear to Toulon, Arnhem 3 Bravo.
Departure. Startup procedure. Pilot shall request permission from ATC before starting engines and when applicable, report cross bleed starts. Lovely. Transavia 833 Mike, request start.
Transavia 833 Mike, startup approved, 8 is uniform, QNH 1009er.
Start approved and QNH 1009er with uniform Transavia 833 Mike. Okay, pumps on, let's rock and roll.
Okay, 376, third right heading 15.
Fuel pumps on as required, packs go to the off position. Check the isolation valve is set auto, ignition mode selectors set both, and engines 2 start switch to ground. Rock and roll. Gadget, it's no worries at all, it's great to have you back with us. Anganov, hello, how are you? And Yoep, howdy. This was Yoep's route idea, by the way. Captain Rish, cross bleed starts if you're sort of bleeding across one engine to another, I believe. Right, that's at 26. Let's put the fuel control lever to the run position. How can I send you some screenshots, Tony says. Head to our Discord server, Tony. Let's see if he's on approach here or not to land.
Ik had u de landingslijn gegeven, toch?
Ja, klopt. Ik denk geef toch even aan het activisten. Maar goed,
let's remove the chocks. I can't remember if we... Yeah, 4 chocks removed. Gonna make sure park brake is on.
376, contact tower, 119er, 225.
So when we actually sort of go from here, we're going to have to turn right a little bit to avoid the tug, and we're just going to have to drive through it. There is Tony. Just about to see his lights in the distance. So I'll leave the camera here while we start engine 2. So we, engine 1, sorry, so we can actually try and spot his landing. James Sanford, hello. It is AIG model matching. Yep, the PMDG folks are going to wait for Sim Update 10, and that's when Asobo have agreed to release the weather API data to the developers so that they can actually create their own custom weather radars, which is very nice. Let's listen to Start Outside. Oh, it sounds so good. Christopher, just press and hold my right mouse click. We're heading, by the way, into the Vienna Wednesday event, weekly Wednesday that they do. Very cool little event. First time actually flying into it, so looking forward to seeing what that's like and give us some traffic. Captain Rish, it's a good question actually. I was thinking about that the other day. I'm not sure, that would be really cool. I'd like to see some Osprey PMDG stuff. Where is he? There he is.
Transavia 285 Golf, request startup.
Transavia 285 Golf, startup approved, 8 is uniform, QNH 1009.
Okay, we need gens on.
Start approved, 1009, Transavia 285
1 and
Golf.
2. We're going to put these on continuous for today, simulating as if that instead of auto it says off. Probe heats on. All of those on auto. Going to bleed the engines, take the APU off, like so. And here he comes. Where'd you get the livery, Jasper? Check the description today in the live stream. Right at the bottom of the description you'll see the link to the sort of pinned message bits on flightsim.co where you can find this Transavia livery. There's 2 in fact, but the one with the 5 stars or the 4.8 stars by I think Ricky V or Ricky D is the one that you want. Oh, look at that. There's a crosswind landing, a little gust. Oh, that was nicely dealt with. And if you guys saw that as well as I did on the screen here. Somebody was asking what this scenery is. It is the World Update freeware one that's included. Full ATC indeed, boy, Andy, really looking forward to that. Packs auto, recirc fans auto, isolation valve auto, APUs going off. We want flaps as required. We're going to go flaps 5 to use the click spots. Elevator trim set as required, flight controls full and free. So, sys, full right,
5842, taxi to Delta 1.
full left and centre. We're going to go full right on the rudder. Centre, full left on the rudder. We're going to go full back on the stick. Fully forwards on the stick. And that is our flying controls full and free. Engine instruments have been checked. Let's clear the system page. We're going to go LNAV, flight directors 1 and 2 on, LNAV, VNAV, auto throttle arm, and request taxi. So, in lieu of that, I'm going to turn it on here. Transavia 833 Mike, request taxi.
Transavia 833 Mike, taxi runway 24, holding point Victor 6.
Taxi, hold point runway 24 Victor 6, Transavia 833 Mike. Car brakes off, and let's taxi. We're going to ignore the fact this tug's there, so I'm going to look over this way. There he is, look at this. Well, this is cool. Internet is back, Gav, absolutely. Commentator, hello. P Dragon, welcome. Yeah, those of you who didn't know, I've actually had no internet services at all for the last 24 hours plus. I've upgraded to this new broadband gigafast, super fast stuff. Yeah, something went wrong with the line and I got completely disconnected by Vodafone for some reason. So I've spent all day, no word of a lie, all day as well, trying to get it fixed, much to my frustration. How good does this livery look? Mr. 737NG, welcome. At the top, call sign NA. Ah, thank you, it's all NA. EHRD, LOWI, ERA 833 Mike. Thank you very much, buddy.
5842, you were unreadable, say again.
Nu Charlie 1 vrij is, can we take it dan?
Approved.
Thank you.
Transavia 285 Golf, request taxi.
Transavia 285 Golf, taxi runway 24, Victor 6, give way to company from the right.
Yeah, we'll give way to company 24, Victor 6.
And you trust your provider, Captain Rish? Mostly. We're about to find out if it's properly fixed though today. Sim Enthusiast, fingers crossed for you. Hopefully that has fixed your issues there that you're experiencing. It's never nice when there are problems with the sim. I hope it went the right way. I think this is November. What's the difference so far? Sim Update 9. I've noticed just a little bit more swish. Christopher Fuller asking what yoke do I have?
Okay, that's for Romeo, hello, climb level 130.
I've got the Turtle Beach Velocity 1 flight.
130, Callum, 400.
Alright, into the turn, and we're looking for an increase in an increase. So that means we've tested left, we've tested brakes, and now we've tested the right turn with the gyro, compass and all that sort of stuff. Happy days. Hyperoptic 1 GB, yeah, I've got Vodafone GigaFast 900 now, so I've been able to push the stream output to you guys a little bit higher. And that's basically the reason why I've upgraded, to try and give you guys a better view. Better experience watching the streams.
KLM 41 Romeo, contact Amsterdam radar on 125.750, bye bye.
Radar 125.750, KLM 41 Romeo, thanks for the great control.
Thanks.
Sim's asking, for some reason my rudders weren't working a bit ago, like they just don't work, they don't move on the bottom or anything. What is the issue with that on the PMDG 737? Check your keybinds and things then, really. And also make sure you haven't got any cross stuff either. Nerd, it's going crazy, isn't it? I haven't been drinking.
I'm having issues using reverse thrust on the Boeing throttle system. Can you show or tell what settings you set? It not deploying the reverse thrust in game when I use them.
Oh.
Any help would be nice. Thanks.
Primer, thank you very much for your donation there. Really appreciate that, buddy. Asking a question there about reverse thrust on the Boeing throttle system. I don't have that yoke, but you could try setting something like hold reverse toggle or something like that, so you flick it up and then you can move the throttles forwards to create that reverse thrust, or push it down into a click spot, set a keybind for decrease throttle, so it's just a default decrease sort of thing. I'm going to do 5 miles on that because we want it to be nice and tight. Fault EHRD commentator, yes, from the World Update. Okay, pre-departure checks then as we taxi, because we are ready.
Good evening, KLM 49 Charlie, airborne passing 5,000.
Like I see, you've got to do it through the PMDG Operations Centre if it's a .btp format like this Transavia livery is. That's the best way to get a livery installed. Simathusa, I'm really not sure. Hopefully somebody with the similar setup can help in the live chat sort of figure that out. Okay, pre-departure checks there. We're going to go fuel flow, reset, back to rates.
49 Charlie, contact Amsterdam radar on 125.
Recall.
750, bye.
12575, KLM 49 Charlie.
And we've got MCP nav data radios all set with the 3000 clearance limit for now. And we're just going to obtain takeoff clearance next. Am I heavy? Danny's asking. We are. Planned takeoff weight 54.3 tons. Actually, yes, thank you. If anybody has got questions about setup, do check our Discord server, because some people have been asking the same questions, and it might be that it's already been answered there. Rashid, the patch is out. We're on Sim Update 9 patch. What do you put for M1 limits? So I know what they do, but I never know which one I should pick. So it depends. Where is it actually? Let's go here. M1 limit. It depends on your performance. So if you're going, say, contaminated runway like we did yesterday.
Runway 24, clear takeoff, wind 230 at 16.
Let's take off runway 24, Transavia 833, Mike. Set that on, taxi lights off, runway turn lights on, transponder set, TARA. It's funny how these become automatic options now. TFC set on, terrain mode on, runway 24 confirmed, and we've dinged the crew. Maybe I won't do the terrain radar just yet. We are visual with the ground anyway. Black Rat Drysdale, hello to you. We're using the Turtle Beach Velocity 1 yoke. Alrighty, let's use as much of this as we can. Though there is a random pole in the way. I swear that's just appeared out of nowhere. Let's set 40%. We'll keep a rolling departure for this one. We're going to wait for the engines to stabilise. Matthew Finney, welcome. Toga, what a time to join. Stick forwards until 80 knots, get a bit of pressure on that nose wheel. We have a little wave at the KLM over there. Cooey. There we are. So now we relieve the nose wheel pressure.
Transavia 285 Golf, line up and wait, climb 824.
Oh, it's a Transavia.
124, Transavia 285 Golf.
There we are. Let's get up.
Positive rate of climb.
You're up. We've got a couple of KLM down there. Lovely. I reckon we go CMDA now and let the autopilot take over. So, water brake off, landing gear set off. We're going to go runway turn lights off.
QNH 1009 air.
Setup is approved.
CMDA's engaged already, and we're going to go engine start switch. One click across, back to the off and auto position, and up we go.
KLM 833 Mike, climb to flight level 130.
Climb flight level 130, Transavia 833 Mike.
Transavia 285 Golf, runway 24, wind 230 at 16, cleared for takeoff.
Is it 130, folks? Flight level 130. Already said now. Alright. So flaps retract as appropriate. We go all the way up now to the flaps up retraction speed, and we're already passing transition, so we go standard pressure. Yeah, how do you get the split scimitar wings?
Transavia 833 Mike, proceed direct to Napro.
Please direct Napo, Transavia 833 Mike. Well, that's a direct 2.5. Yeah. So we continue rounds. We're out of the constraint already. Sim enthusiast, fantastic. Great to hear it's working again for you, buddy. The terrain map on. Let's increase this as well. We can increase the range. And we are up and away. Honestly, I really enjoy every second of this aeroplane. It's fantastic. Blue on PC, hello. First time in one of the streams. Just seen your videos so far. Stream looks great. Welcome. Very warm welcome on board. It's great to have you here. Good to hear that you're enjoying it as well. What do you think of the livery, folks? Pretty swish, right?
Transavia 833 Mike, keep climbing please, level 130.
Continue climb 130, Transavia 833 Mike. Air conditioning.
Transavia 285 Golf, climb to flight level 130.
Climbing 130, Transavia 285 Golf.
Right. Okay, well we've just recalled that and that's fine. Thank goodness. We had a little master caution there. I thought I was going to have to get the QRH out. That's one thing you've got to bear in mind, and I did forget that because I was trying to get some screenshots sorted out. When you get an additional climb within the SID, you need to click altitude intervention so that it then ignores the SID constraints basically. Equono, hello to you, welcome. Hopefully, it all depends. We're flying into a VATSIM event, so it depends what we get given. Look at that. Mr. 737NG, what's the Discord? We should see in a minute Nightbot pop a link in for you guys.
Transavia 833 Mike, contact Amsterdam radar on 125.750. Bye bye.
Amsterdam radar 125.750 for Transavia 833 Mike. Thanks for the ATC. Good night.
Bye.
Right, next one. We're going in direct Napro. Amsterdam radar, good evening, Transavia 833 Mike, climbing flight level 80 for flight level 130 direct Napro.
Transavia 833 Mike, flight level 250.
Flight level 250, Transavia 833 Mike. (250) Set. We're going to make sure we keep moving that collar around for the heading bug.
MISGO 1408, nothing
There we are.
further, monitor to come 122.
And again, we've got a different heading to our track because of the about 52 knot crosswind that we've got. Oh, new bricks. So let's hope so.
MISGO 1408, nothing further, monitor to come 122.
Where can you find the Discord? I'm just scrolling through. There we go. So if you scroll up to above Reese's comment in the live chat, you'll see Nightbot says find us on Discord, then the link.
Transavia, we are on Transavia 285 Golf, with you 8006, climbing 130.
Over 10. So landing lights off. We're going to check cabins pressurising properly. It is.
United 182, contact Langen with your speed on 135.650, bye-bye.
135.650, United to 182.
135650. Is that who I'm going to be next? Yeah, 135650 I believe we're going to be speaking to next. Let's add some of our screenshots so far into Volanta. We can prep our next frequency 13565. Busy. 13535 650.
Yeah, unfortunately I cannot offer the 24, so it's going to be run at right today.
Aw.
Ja, helaas.
Will AIG affect the performance of the sim? Shouldn't do. That's nice, look at that. That is fantastic. It shouldn't do. I think when there's a lot of busyness,
Good evening, go flight 401, flight 350.
and there's certainly a lot of aircraft in, then I think then it does start to impact it a little bit because it's rendering a lot. Phoenix, yeah, hopefully, touch wood, this weekend. I'm hoping I'll be able to bring you guys some amazing previews of this Phoenix A320 when it does get a bit closer. Though I'd imagine the priority will go to the beta testers that are the streamers as well, like KT Pilot on Twitch. I don't think I can see myself getting bored of flying this anytime soon though. Sim Enthusiast, absolutely no problem at all. I hope you enjoy it. This has got some nice decals at the bottom underneath the livery as well, look at that. Very cool. In fact, there is another screenshot. I always think it's really weird that the Boeing 737, the wheels don't actually go into the housing within a case and a cover. They kind of just seal into the aeroplane, which is a bit weird. It must cause them to go through tyres real quick.
Level 100 at
That, you know what? So far, touch wood, I don't want to jinx it, but this patch seems to be quite nice. The commentator, this PMDG 737 was my...
Contact Langen on 135.650, bye-bye.
Contact Langen 135650, Transavia 833 Mike, thanks, good night. Civil Engineering, welcome.
Thanks for the help. The decreased throttle worked. Very appropriated. And what do you think about the PMDG 737? I heard from other people with the Boeing yoke landing gear
I'll call
switch
Langen
doesn't
radar,
work.
then I'll reread this.
Do you think they will fix it, or is it...
Langen radar, good evening, Transavia 833 Mike, climbing flight level 220 for flight level 250 direct NAPRO.
Transavia 833 Mike Langen, good evening, continue climb flight level 390.
Good evening, continue climb flight level 390, Transavia 833 Mike. Commentator, yeah, that would be very cool, wouldn't it? Christopher Fuller, alt intervention, is that little button there.
United 182.
Easy to see if you're in the first officer's seat, but otherwise not so much. What is Osprey Airways, Colin? It is our community call sign and virtual airline that we use. Right. Prime Air, thank you very much for your tip. It was really kind of you again, saying thanks to the help, decreased throttle work. Good to hear. What do you think about the PMDG 737? I absolutely love it. It's this is instantly, very quickly became my favourite aeroplane in the sim, and I'm loving the immersion, the busyness of it. Look, I mean, look how busy we've been for departure so far. But look how fantastic it looks as well.
Transavia 285, course Langrada, good evening, flight level 39 as well.
How many people have we got flying along today, do we know? Bluefin's asking, what did they patch? Let me read it out from Discord, actually. Wendy, thank you, buddy. That's the reason. I knew one of you guys would know. Right, let's see. Where's the patch details?
Lufthansa 965, contact Langrada 12.
So they fixed various crashes on the world map. Fixed crashes affecting airports that have a beacon but no runway, like Keflavik, sorry. Fixed sim object data request creation process, whatever that means. Ooh. Screenshot. Doink. Fixed a crash in vector placement during back to main menu. Don't know what that is. Fixed sim update data request creation process preventing flight sim gear peripherals from working. Fixed LOD streaming and vector placement in the scenery editor. Fixed windshield flickering when the render scale is not set to 100%. They fixed CGL updating loading order to ensure custom CGL files are loaded correctly, whatever that means. They fixed ATC Azure text-to-speak when it goes silent during gameplay, and fixed crashes about SimConnect message reception after being closed in WASM. Sounds like there's more sort of developer-style stuff that's been done. Spinu, I know. No reg. We are currently unregistered. But that said, the livery artist has, they've mentioned that he's going to be creating and updating the livery over time. It's already been updated once already to fix an issue with the thing. So, Gav, super late for you. Thank you very much, buddy. Have a good night. Keep smashing that like button as well, folks, while you're here. Oh my god, look at that light reflection there. That is incredible. Look at that. Look at the way the glass reflects. That is absolutely stunning. Yuppie saying, what program are you using for ATC? We're using VATSIM, and we're actually flying into a couple of different events actually throughout Europe at the moment. The one in particular that we're looking at joining is VATSIM Austria's Wednesday night event that they do. How do you tilt the camera upwards and downwards? So this is just holding my right mouse click. I think it's like set free look something, and then I can do up, down, left and right with my little arrow keys on the keyboard. Let's increase this range again.
United 182, contact Langrada 123.275, bye.
123.275, thank you, United 182.
Griffin, yeah, you can set your custom views up like that, like I've done here with Alt 3, which is in the pack that I put on flightsim.to. Whoops, that should go there. Jim, welcome. Loving the stream. Is it possible to load up a SimBrief flight plan in the FMC? It absolutely is, yes. Let me find a link to it. It is one of the tutorials that I've created on the channel to help you get started. In fact, let me share with you the website link, and it has all of them. And you'll see the SimBrief one there as well, Jim. And you'll find my checklist at the bottom of that same page as well. So do check out this website, Jim. Amsterdam approach, welcome. How do you configure the up and down movements? You want to press and hold right click, setting free look. David A saying, right away noticed how well optimised this PMDG 737 is. Runs extremely smooth and the flight controls are smoother as well. It is incredible, isn't it, what they've been able to do. I was saying in the previews beforehand, this is my smoothest aircraft that I have in the sim. And it's kind of hard to get across how smooth it is, I guess, even when you are watching it live, until you've tried it for yourself. It's great to hear, David, you're getting the same pleasant experience with incredible performance on this aeroplane. Commentator as well, great.
Maintain present heading, descent flight level 100.
Will, you need to update all of your add-ons, make sure they're always up to date, but other than that, I get occasional crash to desktops, and it's usually if I'm doing something a little bit silly or going into a broken bit of scenery. But touchwood, usually it's okay.
KLM 49 at Charlie, contact Langen.
Bluefin, yes, you can actually set, for each livery, you can set the configuration of the different panels. So you can set, for this one, you can set an INI format with a specific number of seats. And a whole load of other stuff, like the Honeywell or the Collins MCP and all that sort of thing.
134.0, right?
Christopher just needs the keybind to lock the gears after raising them. So all you want to do, I've got a keybind set for gear up and down. So it'll go between up and down. But what I will then do is I'll just click it with this little down arrow like this. Hopefully you can see it. Up for up. Down there, and that me clicking that once when it's in the up position will then lift it and put it into the off position. It'll isolate the hydraulics. Proper climbing coming up.
Yeah, Lufthansa 2 kilo Juliet, that's far
Mr. 737NG, inside our Discord server, you will see, there's our cabin pressure. You'll see the flight sim screenshot section. Right, cool. 1,300 foot per minute, so actually that's fine. We'll just leave it to do its thing.
106, Unicom 122.8.
Got a TCAS for an aeroplane up ahead. 30 miles. Looks to be on a similar routing. Oh, Will, great to hear. Thank you very much.
Langen, Gude, European 2406, descent flight level 80.
Last station, your call sign again, please.
European 2406.
European 2406, Langrada, good evening. Maintain present heading. I expect vectors ILS 24.
Vector, expect ILS 24, European 2406.
Right, so let's have a look at Valanta. You guys can see as a bit of a demonstration how wild it all is at the moment. Let's add these. Ding, ding, ding. Let's get rid of that. Weirdly enough, there is no ATC anywhere in the UK except for Gatwick and East Midlands, which is just insane. I've never seen it like that before, but this is Europe. So our routing today, if we go through this, you'll have to excuse all of the highlights, but it is very busy. There's our little shortcut. See the green line in contrast to the magenta, so the green line is our track. All the way to Napro into German airspace, and we're now, we've already passed Dusseldorf actually. We're going into another Langen radar, 123275, so we should be handed off any second. Over Frankfurt, beautiful airport. And then all the way down to where are we? Munich, I think. There we go. Munich. Then we're going to be into our descent by that point anyway, because we're going straight into Innsbruck, and we've got LOWI approach online already, and Vienna Centre. There's our altitude C chord as well, so we're almost at our cruise.
2406, go ahead.
Yeah, no 2D panels. A bit of a thing of the past, I think, as somebody said. The ones that can do, like the aircraft that can do the 2D panels, I tend to find, even popping out some of the things you can get in here, if you pop out, say, the weather thing or the drone camera menu, I find that it just destroys performance in the sim. So, Jim, just learnt the working title CJ4, absolutely love it, but guess with this will be my next one, love the result of the model. This is by far, as it stands at the moment, the best aircraft in Microsoft Flight Simulator by a long stretch. Probably second to that would be the Just Flight 146.
European 2406, descent 3000 feet, QNH 1009.
G2 pilot, when I disconnected autopilot on final today, I heard the usual 3 beeps, then got a constant warning which could not disable until I set parking brake.
833 mic, contact Rhine radar 134.075, bye.
134.075. Contact Rhine radar 134.375. Transavia 833 mic.
It's 134.075.
Thank you. 134.075 Transavia 833 mic. Choose. 34.
Flying radar, good evening, KLM 1845.
075. That's because I dropped my pen as he was reeling it out, so I missed a little bit of it.
Flying radar, good evening, climb flight level 370.
Climb flight level 370,
So this is Rhine radar now. I'll get back to the questions in a second. Yeah, try pushing disconnect twice, or this little button here. Be a click spot to try and turn the horn off.
Is, I don't know, currently unavailable or something. Do you know anything about it, or can you contact them, or should I do it via the vPilot?
Go a bit of GoPro cam for a second while we wait to speak to Ryan. Kevin, hello!
Good evening, GTT422, flight level 400, direct BAVAX.
Where are we inbound?
Hello. Switches 105, hello, identified. Final 1712 confirm level 250, I think it's good.
250, that's still around.
Radar hello, Lufthansa 428, inbound Dinglesbühl, descent to reach flight level 250, I think it's good.
The 428, Rhine radar identified, hello.
Ryan, good evening, Transavia 833 mic, flight level 390, inbound PODIP.
Transavia 833 mic, Rhine radar identified, good evening.
Rhine radar, hello, Transavia 6923, requesting descent.
6923, hello, descent level 310.
Centurio. Well, oh, look at that light flicking across. That is spectacular, isn't it? Basically, I was trying to record some tutorials for this earlier. My Wi-Fi was completely down, so I just kept running into problems. Then I got a crash to desktop, and then before I knew it, I figured I might as well just stream. The missus is away on a late shift, and it's very rare we do these evening sort of flights, so I thought it'd be quite nice. I forgot it wouldn't already be dark by now, so there's me thinking it would be a night flight. And it might be sunset when we get to wonderful Innsbruck. We'll go through what we're expecting for the arrival. Oh, actually, LOWI ATIS is online. Innsbruck information uniform 1750, transition level not determined. Wind 150 degrees at 10. Variable between 110 and 180. Clouds few. 9,000 feet. Temperatures 27 degrees. Dew point +7. QNH 1015.
Easy 451. Easy 451 negative 134 150.
How long to Innsbruck? Should be at the top of your screen. Wow, 33 minutes.
Hi, Transavia 623, contact München 134.150, bye-bye.
Could you say the frequency again for Transavia 6923?
134.150.
134.
Contact München on 134.150, Transavia 6923, bye-bye.
Thomas Took 3421, contact München 134.150, bye-bye.
That's who we're probably going to next, 13415.
Thomas Took 3421, contact München 134.150, bye-bye.
134.150. In the box, ready. So what I think we're expecting is
Ryanair 172, correction, Ryanair 1712 speed.
TULSI 3 Alpha, so we've got to be 9,500 feet at or above. Bayern Rattenberg 9,500.
München 134.150.
We're going to clear these Rotterdam charts, so we've got a bit more space on the Navigraph plates. We're almost halfway, wowzers.
Radar, hello, get that 114, flight level 25.
Wind 150 at 10.
1414 Rhein, hello, identified. Climb flight
That's
level
going to be
25.
interesting because basically.
Rhein, hello, Transavia
North is up.
flight level 390 inbound coming out. Hello, 285 Golf, Rhein radar identified, hello, proceed to T6. Direct T6, Transavia 285 Golf, thank you. Rhein,
I think we're going to be landing 08,
hello,
which means we're going to have the circle to land, but there's it doesn't mention it in the ATIS. So the question is going to be, what are other aircraft doing? Because I don't want to commit to adding in the arrival stuff and the actual runway until that happens. But it does sound like we've got a 10 knot crosswind in any case. So we might end up having to do the circle to land procedure, or we're going to get, routed round with a different approach.
Austin 3 and Golf, descent level 250. Descent level 250, Austin 3 and Golf. Any other stations again? Right level, Papa Charlie.
I think they're probably using 08.
Start level 2 over Charlie, Rhein radar identified, hello.
Who knows? 0, I think. Right, let's put a little marker on there, just on my notepad to make sure I don't forget that.
Good evening, Lufthansa 1 Foxtrot on flight level 250 inbound Delta Kilo Bravo.
The one with you Foxtrot, hello, identified.
Colin, possibly not, but I'm not sure if we're going to end up sort of in this twilight zone as we get in. But at this altitude, it is often a lot lighter for longer. There's a bit of a false one, really, false flag almost. There's the contrails. Charlie, descent level 2, version 380 separation. 80. Austin 3 Golf, contact Langen 123. So we might end up getting back, like vectored around to the RNAV into 08 instead. The only thing is, it doesn't have it in the charts. It doesn't have it in the ATIS. Sorry. Oh, look at that! There's an aeroplane going underneath. How fantastic is that? Just about to see his lights. Hello to whoever you are.
Continue descent 250, stand 2853.
Transavia 9451, descent to reach level 310 at Basel. Transavia 9451.
This is what's so good about VATSIM. Tom, hello.
Thomas Group 3421.
We've got another one there.
105, connect München 134.
Look at that, this is so busy.
1341502 ciao.
Lufthansa 1 with the Fox, frequent out of cockpit for 7 minutes.
Not at the moment, sorry.
We might end up having to do like the Rattenberg 1 Bravo bar Elman.
120 inbound Delta Kilo Bravo, flight level passing 290.
I'm going to pin that just in case. Anybody spot Frankfurt yet? Look at the size of that.
Rhine radar, hello, Transavia 95, line 4501.
Transavia 451, Rhine radar identified, hello, descent level 3102000 feet current operator.
Chris has a green dotted line going across the PFD. Is that a VOR track? Yes, it's the course.
Transavia 451, descent at 2000 feet per minute or greater.
2000 feet per minute or greater.
I'm in southwestern Minnesota and the National Weather Service issued a tornado watch.
Ah, Prime Air, buddy, thank you.
Ha ha, last donation, hopefully ha ha. Hope nothing happens, or maybe I do. Not really, toe.
I'm in southwest Minnesota. The National Weather Service issued tornado watch. Wow, okay. Fingers crossed you'll be okay. I mean, I've survived a Category 5 hurricane in the Dominican Republic years ago. And that was great fun. Immensely powerful weather. Never seen anything like it. Very impressive. We got another airplane. There, hopefully you can see him as well.
Good evening.
We're doing plane spotting now from 9,000 feet. Hopefully you guys can see just the little glimmer of his lights.
Mention on second frequency.
134-150.
Love it. Absolutely fantastic. Don, welcome. How are you? Hope you're okay. Kevin was asking to get the tracking, check-in for update splash screen. Interestingly, for this one today, after Sim Update 9's patch, I didn't. There's a TCAS.
With a 1414, expect level 250 at Dinkelsbühl, direct Dinkelsbühl, report ready for descent.
Expecting level 250 at Dinkelsbühl.
We might end up crossing. Delta Tango, welcome. There he is. It's kind of going over us. There's another TCAS. Look at this. It's so busy. I've never seen it like it. So we're going to get an aeroplane go from left to right potentially, or under the belly. Delta Tango's been flying the 737 most of the day. The latest aircraft to take it to MSFS to a whole new level. Absolutely has, hasn't it? There's another TCAS alert. Like Pac-Man. Love it. CJ, welcome.
Roger, Romeo Kilo, November. Agent 624, contact London 135.65, so bye-bye.
Starting to get that twilight now at this altitude, so down below it's going to be a bit quite lower. Somebody's just gone underneath.
Radar, KLM 1804, flight 380.
KLM 1804, line right identified, good evening.
Where do you go? There's one literally 1,000 foot below apparently. Of course we can't see him. Oh well, I was excited for a second there. Christian, welcome. How are you? John, awesome. Just had a gander at LOWI. There's a Transavia 737 doing a circle to land into Innsbruck on 08. Very exciting. Look at that. Busy, busy, busy. I reckon then if we put the departure arrivals in, Matthias, welcome on board. Lock 26, lock R. Ooh, let's see. It's the first time punching this in onto this aeroplane. Make sure we pick the right one. Let's work this out. So that's just the lock R. We don't want the lock R. We want the lock DME East.
Can you show me your yoke sensitivity settings?
Flight Force! Remind me when we get to Innsbruck and we park up, because I don't want to come out of the menu and there be problems with the sim. So when we do park up at Innsbruck, let me know and I'll have a look at, show you guys the yoke sensitivities. Arnav East, not on that. So it's going to be lock 26 via Rattenberg, and it's going to be TULSI 3 Alpha.
Roger, speed Mach 0.74 or greater.
Rattenberg, Agvig, yes, lovely.
Also 8 wish you reduce speed Mach 0.73 or less.
Good sent wind forecasts.
Lufthansa Foxtrot, contact München 134.150, bye-bye.
Lufthansa to Foxtrot, contact München 134.150, goodbye.
Ryanair 759, nothing further, Unicorn, bye-bye.
Trying to work out now what the transition altitude is going to be. I'm going to say flight level 120, I think. Rather go over than under.
With the 114 request is then.
With the 1414 descent level 250.
Descending level 250.
And the QNH.
Ryan Radar, good evening. Eurowings 3 Papa Mike passing 256, climbing flight level 310.
1015.
3 Papa Mike, Ryan Radar identified, hello.
Hit me yoke.
Hi.
KLM 003 with you.
KLM 003, hello. For the one with the Foxtrot, descent level 250.
He is super busy.
Descent flight level 250.
Okay, well we can prep some of this. So, Brandenburg 303.
Hi, good evening. KLM 2 Papa passing flight level 342 for 3 inbound BODIP.
KLM 2 Papa, Ryan Radar identified.
Change that, ADF 1, that's Rattenberg.
Foxtrot, descent at 2000 feet per greater.
We hide that from your screens, so we're going to put in Rattenberg 303, we're going to also put in treble 11.
Descent at 2000 feet, operator terminated, kilo 1
Double 1 1,
level 240.
Christian Evelyn 1 Lima Alpha, Ryan Radar, hello, identified.
and we're also going to put in, where is it, Special Lock DME East from 320.
Reduce speed, mark decimal 71.
Visual approach circle to land, Innsbruck. Lock DME treble 11, 420, let's set that.
Ryan Radar, Servus Lufthansa Chicago 225 and flight level 300.
KLM 400 Charlie, descent level 250 at 2000 feet per greater.
Level 250, 2000 feet or greater, KLM 400 Charlie.
420303.
Direction level 270 at 2000 feet.
What else do we have here? We've got the course, which is 254.
And Servus Lufthansa 2 Tango, correction, 2 Tango Golf, flight level 240 inbound Amosa.
2 Tango Golf, hello, contact Langen 12327 marches.
254, 254, both of those sets.
Van Harrow 235, hello.
Go on, that's madness. Right, what else do we need to think about here? Ricky's World, try and check your PFD settings for your sort of refresh rates.
HTC Mike, descent level 310 at 2000 feet per minute.
KLM 003 with you, flight level 240.
KLM 003, hello.
Right, check the data.
HTC Mike, descent level 310 at 2000 feet per minute.
Descent flight level 310, 2000 feet per minute, Transavia 833 Mike.
With a 1414, contact München 13415 soldiers.
Contact München 134, that's for 150 with 142.
For the one with the Foxtrot to reduce speed to 50 knots.
Been stepped down.
KLM 400 Charlie, high speed number 1 in sequence.
Alan, go to flightsim.to and go through and have a little look at.
Berlin 1 Lima Alpha, standby X-Ray.
Go and have a little look at. Type in TUI and you should see TUI Belgium and TUI Germany, I think. 254, 254, 35. We want to go down. Minimums for this is going to be. After approach 11-1.
10 uniform, nothing further, Unicom, bye-bye.
11-2. After approach 11-2.
Ryan Radar Italia 17, flight level 317, descending flight level 300.
Italia 17,
3,700 minimums.
Hello.
I'm going to set this now. Going to take a while. 3,700. I'm going to flick it all the way.
2944, nothing further, Unicom, ciao.
2944, Unicom, want to do that, ciao.
Ryan Radar, hello. Austrian 89 Lima at flight level 300.
Austrian 89 Lima, hello, report position.
I love the German controllers, they are so good.
Yeah, you're on some airspace, Unicom, bye-bye.
Unicom 1 to 2.
Hear how busy he is, but he's just so calm and clear throughout.
Sky travel to Papa Charlie.
Go ahead.
Keep going all the way to 37.
Charlie, contact München 133575, bye-bye.
Eurowings 904, flight level 320, inbound, LUNIX.
Oh my goodness, there's a lot of scrolling.
Sky travel to Papa Charlie, contact München 133575.
133575, Papa Charlie.
133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 133575. 1335
Radar, wunderschönen guten Abend, Lufthansa 930 passing. So, we are just reaching flight level 300.
30, hello. KLM 49 Charlie, descent level 250.
Almost there.
250, KLM 49 Charlie.
At least.
833 Mike, contact München 134150, bye.
Contact München 134150, Transavia 833 Mike, juice.
The one with you Foxtrot.
München radar, Lufthansa Kilo at give me flight level 120, climbing to
Sledge, welcome.
Lufthansa 2 Mike Kilo, radar contact, climb 240.
Climb 240, Lufthansa 2 Mike Kilo.
Leipzig 558, descent level 110.
Good grief, we've got to try and get in on this.
Flight level 110, Leipzig 558.
Gravity 2406, descent level 200.
Descent level 200, gravity 240.
Lufthansa 2 November, when ready, descend 230 to reach at Dolup. When ready, descend to reach Dolup 230, Lufthansa 2 November. Lufthansa 2 November, correct. Contact 118.37. Wait, is this the correct frequency? Yeah, 118.375, servus.
Love it.
118.375, Lufthansa 2 November, bye. With their 1414, 123.9, servus.
There we go, give it hello. München, good evening, Transavia 833 Mike, inbound Lev Boo, flight level 310.
Transavia 833 Mike, servus, radar contact, expect TULSI 130, I call you back for lower.
Expect TULSI 130 and call back for lower, Transavia 833 Mike.
Twitch at 105, contact Wien 1326, servus.
TULSI.
1326, 2105, bye.
Expect he's just all he said to us there is expect that flight level at TULSI, but that he's going to call us back shortly.
2,500 feet per minute, or 2,000 feet per minute, or great.
Yeah, descending 150.
Yeah, gentlemen talking to them, or just like a little hat tip to them.
München Radar, guten Abend. Lufthansa 350, passing flight level 130, climb to flight level 190.
Lufthansa 350, hello, radar contact, climb level 300.
Okay, we need to continue
flight level 300, Lufthansa 350.
preparing for this approach because I'm expecting the circle to land now, I think, potentially.
Charlie, hello, radar contact, descend, flight level 160 with 2,000 feet per minute exactly.
Gotcha, 160.
37 is the highest peak. We need a takeoff performance calculation done here. Runway 08.
Twitch at 103, climb level 370.
And it's telling us we're going to need auto brake max, black 30.
Managed radar, good evening, Lufthansa 1 Whiskey Foxtrot on flight level 250 inbound Lev.
Lufthansa 1 Whiskey Foxtrot, radar contact, descend flight level 150, speed 27.
I'm going to set that now, so it's one less thing to do, because we are approaching top of descent now, so we need to think about our top of descent checks. So on my checklist, which you can download on our website, britishavgeek.com, or on flightsim.to now.
Lufthansa 1312 servus, radar contact.
So arrival weather data obtained and set, destination weather's obtained, and landing altitude check, that is 1,950 in the box at the top, which matches what the calculator is telling us as well. Radio set. Still being handed around between lots of different frequencies here, so we can't do too much, but we've got 1111 set both the navs for the ILS, the effective ILS approach, and then we've got Rattenberg 303 tuned into ADF1 with the Innsbruck NDB tuned into ADF1 is standby. That's already active, so all we need to do is switch over to nav1 and get both the frequencies set and active in that instance. There's a plane over there, I just saw a little glimmer of a light here.
Midland 702, Echo, contact Wien 1326, servus.
And then we're going to get MCP reset altitude shortly, but we are being vectored and controlled, so we can't actually... Traffic alert.
Descend level 350.
There he is. Crossing right to left.
Lufthansa 7 Tango Mike, contact München 123.9, aber weiter.
There he is, 10 miles, he's now out of threat.
Deutschland 103 on navigation, direct to route up.
Navigation direct to route up, Deutschland 103.
Just going to finish
Lufthansa 2 Mike Kilo,
checking this whilst listening for our call sign. So, got TULSI.
123-275, Lufthansa 2 Mike Kilo, vielen Dank, schönen Abend.
Lufthansa 1312, contact Langen 125.05.
TULSI 95, Rattenberg 95, Special Op DME East is what we can probably expect.
Touristic 8 Alpha November, contact München 133.575, bye-bye.
I'm actually going to change that to 95.
Switching to München on 133.575. Thank you for your control. Have a nice evening. Bye.
KLM 49 Charlie, contact München 123.9, bye-bye.
123.9, KLM 49 Charlie, bye-bye.
Lufthansa correction, ARLG 48, are you on the frequency?
Just going to make this a little bit neater.
Servus, radar contact, climb level 280.
Climb back,
there we go. FF lock 17, 14, knock 26. Okay, that's fine.
Gravity 2406, contact Innsbruck 128975, bye-bye.
109.7 needs to be tuned in as well.
Lufthansa 1 Whiskey Foxtrot, contact 1.
Missed approach, we'll use VOR2 and we'll flick that across. So there's a lot of stuff now that we've got tuned in, ready to go here. Aviator Geo, hello, just checked out the 737 checklist, it's incredible. Great to hear, glad you're finding it good and useful. I suggest adding external power in there with brackets if available, or add through FMC. I think it says ground power, or it's assuming that ground power is already connected.
Radar contact, climb level 300.
Ground power confirmed connected, so it's just like it assumes you know how to do it, if that makes sense. Alfie, check all of your things like cache and make sure all your add-ons are up to date too. Colin, it's always fantastic, isn't it? Failures allowed on VATSIM dead, yes, providing you manage it and deal with it properly. They might tell you to go on to Unicon instead, especially if it's in an event, then don't, because it'll just cause chaos. Look at that. Igor, welcome. Oh.
Sky Travel 536 uniform, flight level 240.
Sky Travel 536 uniform, Servus radar contact when ready, descend level 110.
It's Kalo, so just go onto Google and search for VATS Airplane Toolbox, and it's a link on the X-Plane forums.
Lufthansa 1120, start your descent 150 to reach at Buram.
This is going to get super busy now. Sergeant Lobster, you share the checklist. All you need to do is go to the website that I'm about to put into the live chat.
Lufthansa 350, contact.
Scroll to the bottom, you'll see it there, buddy. It's also on flightsim.to. David, good evening, welcome.
Lufthansa 261, Servus radar
UNIX down here somewhere. There's an aeroplane.
Lufthansa 29 uniform, monitor Unicom, bye-bye.
Unicom to the
there's my unit. How lovely is that? Ah, Kalo, no worries. Guessing it's working now, right? Oh my god, look at that. We've got aircraft contrails there, and we've got aircraft contrails here. That is incredible. If we can catch that on the other side on a drone camera. I love VATSIM when it's busy. It brings the sim to life. Sergeant Lobster, no worries, buddy. Hope you find it useful. It's all designed, same with the tutorials, just to keep it nice and simple, keep it easy to sort of, well, keep the airplane easy to learn, keep it manageable. Look at that for a screenshot, guys. Double contrail and Munich and the PMDG 737. It's going to be too late, I think, for the circle to land. He's possibly in the hold there. Transavia 833 Mike, request descent.
Transavia 833 Mike, descent level 200.
Descent level 200, Transavia 833 Mike.
scope 3421. Should we take a Unicom? We're like pretty much over Venice.
Station calling, say again.
Waffle, packs are off isolation valve open, getting low hydraulic pressure in the left
Oh,
engine.
I sent you to Unicom, but you didn't respond. So
Have you got pumps on and all that sort of stuff?
Okay, you're going to Unicom from scope 3431. Well,
It's likely you just missed a step somewhere. Descent path unachievable, that's always good to know.
Lufthansa 5 Papa Charlie, servos, radar, contact, yeah, climb 170. Sky Travel 536 uniform, direct Delta, Mike 438.
Where's my floodlights?
Direct Delta, Mike 438, Sky Travel 536 uniform.
Swiss 727.
Swiss 727, please repeat.
I just said your call sign, so you respond. Please unpause your Zim.
Etihad 153,
Look at that.
radar with you at flight level 1380.
I've got a bit of a gripe with the Orbex Innsbruck that we're about to fly.
Transavia 833 Mike, descend 130 to reach at TULSI.
Send 130 for Tulsi, Transavia 833 Mike.
To reach at 103, contact Praha, radar 118375, bye-bye.
Radar on 118375, to reach at 103, bye.
We've got speed brakes are deployed.
Mike Sierra for higher, contact Rhein 134075, bye-bye.
Mike Sierra 134075, ciao.
So descending fairly steeply now.
Passing flight level 260, descending flight level 250.
Eurowings 3 Papa Mike, servos, radar, contact, descend level 150.
Blown up below, it is VAS Airplane Toolbox. EAS Airplane Toolbox.
Transavia 833 Mike, you can stop descent level 160 and you may reduce minimum clean. There is already a holding at Innsbruck.
Stop descent 160 and expect some holding, minimum speeds. It's Transavia 833 Mike. So we're going to have to hold at Rottenburg.
Servus, Itaro 415 Alpha, radar contact. Sky Travel 536 uniform, contact München 123.9, bye-bye.
123.9, 526 uniform, bye-bye.
Rottenburg.
Lufthansa 261 for higher, contact Rhein 134.
Going to be inbound.
Bye-bye.
225 with a right turn.
Lufthansa 5 Papa Charlie, turn right, direct D-Zone, reach D-Zone level 160.
Outbound 045, leg time 1 minute. Speed. I haven't got any max speeds for the hold, so you guys are going to see actual holds here. Minimum clean speeds, I'm going to say it's about 200, so we'll go for that.
Lufthansa 2442, servos, radar contact, climb 290.
Okay, so now we've added a hold in there, look. That's what that looks like. So we go into the plan mode, we step through to make sure that it adds up to what we expect.
Who's calling?
And we're going to set our V speeds in the box to...
You are requesting what exactly, sorry? Roger, you filed a weird flight plan with ACNAV at 090.
So we're going to be stepped down in the hold at Rattenberg. It's not in the ATIS, sadly.
München, hello.
Oh.
Transport 35 heavy.
Oh, Maltese, very nice.
Inbound Armut.
Eurotrans 435, there was radar contact. Transavia 833 Mike, contact Innsbruck 128975, bye-bye.
Innsbruck 128975, Transavia 833 Mike, thanks. Oh dear, there's a few. 128975.
Radar contact, descent level 150, 2000 feet per minute or greater.
This is 099er Alpha Papa Oswald.
Easy 451, contact tower 120.1, bye-bye.
120.1, Easy 451, thank you.
Innsbruck, good evening. Transavia 833 Mike, Boeing 737 inbound, TULSI, descent to 160 with Victor.
Transavia 833 Mike, Innsbruck radar servos identified. Expect localizer DME east approach, descent flight level 130.
Expect localizer DME east approach, descent flight level 130, and will I expect some holding, Transavia 833 Mike?
AFA.
Roger.
Over Rattenberg, Romeo Tango Tango is published.
And the hold over Romeo Tango Tango as published, Niner Alpha Papa Oslo.
And Transavia 9451, confirm I'm
Look
cleared
at
for the
that.
approach.
That is spectacular, isn't it?
Transavia 9451, 1 second.
Confirm I'm
We're going to
cleared
go
for
speed
approach.
intervention here.
AFA. Nordic 217, contact München 134.150, bye bye.
Minimum clean speeds. Hanging up, exactly. You know what? I expected it to be busy, so I've actually added everything I needed. Our frequencies a little bit earlier on, so we've got Rattenberg in ADF1. We've got both the... I'm going to put that into active now.
160, holding over at Rattenberg,
Transavia 6923 proceeds direct upswing.
200s. We have to be really careful here with entering the hold.
Clear the localizer DME approach, and could you see the directing of Transavia 6923?
So I'm going to slice it in half, I think. ADF1 at Rattenberg's coming up. It's the wrong button. Fat fingers, we want that one. Let's get rid of the music. Colin, why are we holding? Because we are going into a really busy event.
150, 9 Fox.
Transavia 9451, contact tower 120.1, bye bye.
That'll do.
120.1, bye bye.
Where is my overhead?
Transavia 6923, speed 180 knots.
Speed 180, and could you see the waypoint again, and arrival again for Transavia 6923?
Double chime for the crew.
6932, localize DME east approach and proceed now direct upwick. It's now a left turn direct upwick.
So make sure I've got all this set. Minimums are set, approaches set, and our VREFs are set, altimeters set, MCP set, and auto brake set as required. We're going to have auto brake 3. We can see there's the hold. So we've got one there, one there.
Mike Hotel Lima 218, climb Wiener, correction, Innsbruck radar servos identified, climb flight level 160.
Climbing to flight level 160, Mike Hotel Lima 218.
Traffic.
Transavia 6923, first while descending below my clearance, and second of all, confirm your inbound upwick. Turn now right, direct upwick.
Inbound.
Sorry about that, we are inbound upwick.
So minimum clean speeds, I'm going to do 198.
Climbing back up to flight level, correct, 9,500 feet, Transavia 9,6.
Let's see if I can help enter this hold neatly. The aeroplane can do it, but I'm going to try and help it out.
Departure American 7184 is with you, climbing through 10,000 to 12,000 and direct Rattenberg.
American 7184, Innsbruck radar servos identified, stop climb flight level 120.
Was that flight level 20 you gave me, American 7184?
Okay, 130, we haven't got the speed brake.
Retracted.
Just got loads of lights around, look at that, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you.
How many of these are 737s, eh?
Gravity 2406, descent 9,500 feet, QNH 1015.
Descent 9,500 at 1025, gravity 2406.
Innsbruck radar, good evening, Austrian to Tanky. Descending into 170 and speed 1, correction 260.
Austrian 2 Tango Yankee, Innsbruck radar servos identified. Expect localizer DME east approach, enter holding over Rattenberg is published.
Expect localizer DME East.
We're going to have the special lock DME East approach. Go back to LNAV. See what the aeroplane wants to do.
Kilo Mike Innsbruck radar servos. Report intentions.
045 is going to be next.
Oscar Kilo Mike is copied.
Innsbruck radar, New Zealand 903, descending through 250 for 170.
Gravity 2406, proceed direct Rattenberg, Romeo Tango Tango, speed 180.
Welcome to the hold.
Rattenberg, speed 180 for
Matthew, hello.
903, Innsbruck radar servos, I identify.
Are people still doing circle to lands?
East approach.
Expect localizer DME East, New Zealand 930.
Oscar Kilo Mike, unfortunately, currently I do not have the resources to give you an IFA clearance. If it's possible, depart VFR and request an IFA pickup at the next station.
Oscar Echo Delta Kilo Mike is copied, will be passed.
So, just monitoring this. I'm going to get rid of that second. We can see what's happening with the hold.
Giving you stop 120.
It's looking quite
traffic
quite
information,
neat.
there is an Austrian on your 12 o'clock position at 3 miles. Rattenberg holding is fully staffed. Maintain on separation.
We stand, we're separated, American 7184.
And stop your climb 160.
We'll hold at 160, American 7184. So now we have Fox Radar traffic DA, we descending to level 142, climbing now back 150.
So Nana Lima Fox for this cockpit, maintain flight level 140.
Okay, that's a bit better.
140 to level 1.
Darken those displays a bit.
3 Mike, descent 9,500 feet, QNH 1015.
Send 9,500 feet, QNH 1015, Transavia 33 Mike.
Gravity 2406, direct Atwick, cleared local as a
So we set that. 015, 95, and we're flying the hold quite nicely here.
American 7184, Wien radar 126, decimal 275, bye bye.
Oh, was that me?
American 7184, in Wien radar.
What does the quad radial item mean exactly? So it's basically
126,
that.
decimal 275.
So we've got the
718.
outbound and the inbound, if you like. So the course outbound, the radial outbound from the hold, away from the fixed position, 045 degrees, and then the inbound is 225. It's not to scale as much, but that's what it looks like on the charts.
Oscar 2 Tango Yankee affirm, reduce now to your holding speed and descend flight level 160.
But it is flying it amazingly well. Got an aircraft there, about to enter.
833 Mike, speed 180 knots.
180 knots, Transavia 33 Mike. That's
9
one.
Oscar Golf, descent flight level 110.
Buffalo 1109er Oscar.
Transavia 6923, contact tower 120.1, bye-bye. Tower 120.1, Transavia 6923, bye-bye.
Keep smashing that like button, folks.
Oscar 2 Tango Yankee, descent flight level 140.
LOWI Tower 1201. Get him ready. Look at it fly this hold, folks. Wow, wow, wow. It's so good. It's a nice racetrack indeed. Low QNH now. Make sure we've standard pressure, sorry.
833 Mike, turn right, direct Atwick, cleared local as east approach.
Direct Atwick, Transavia 33 Mike, cleared. Gimme east approach.
Alpha 9, Lima Foxtrot, turn right heading 160, speed 180 knots.
Legs 12.
Right heading 160,
95.
speed 180 knots, Alpha 9 Fox.
Speed 180. Click that across. 110, 110, course 254, 254. Got one ahead. We're direct Advic.
9 Lima Foxtrot, descent 9,500 feet, QNH 1015.
9,500 QNH 1015, Alpha 9 Fox.
speed brake armed, and approach checklist time. So, where are we? Where's my special lock DME East approach charts? There we are.
Anonymous Foxtrot, for information, there's a traffic on your 7 o'clock position, 2.5 miles away in the Rattenberg holding. Should be no factor.
Speeds and limits. We'll see if we can reduce this a little bit more. We go flaps 5.
New Zealand 903, descent flight level 160, enter holding over Rattenberg is published.
Flight level 160 and enter hold at Rattenberg published. New Zealand 903.
Austrian 9 Lima Foxtrot proceeds direct update. East approach.
Treble 1 decimal 1. Treble 1 decimal 1. Force 254. Force 254. Picking it up now.
Austrian 2 Tango Yankee, descent flight level 130.
Descent flight level 130, Austrian 2 Tango.
Gravity 2406, contact tower 120.1, bye bye.
1201, gravity 2406, contact tower.
9 Oscar Golf, traffic information, Austrian on your 12 o'clock position, 2 miles away.
How stunning is this, folks?
Now currently leaving the holding.
Look at that. Spectacular.
Traffic is inside and
Didn't welcome on board. See if I can tickle flaps 10 out of this.
Also 9 Lima Foxtrot, speed 170 knots.
So now it's going to be gear down flap 15. I want a bit of drag basically to assist us for this descent. Quick check here, MCP, speeds 130, let's make sure that's refreshed. Make sure we use both of the FMCs, we're going to use it to our advantage, use what the aeroplane can give us.
Also 9 Lima Foxtrot, speed 160 knots or less.
Speed 160 less, also 9 Lima Fox.
Beautiful step down, Ed, fantastic controllers.
03 Innsbruck radar servos identified. Expect localizer DME east approach, turn left heading 090. KLM 003, left turn heading 090, expect localizer DME east approach.
Advig's this little bump here, which we can just about see. So I'm going to approach mode now. Here she goes. Offset localizer, that's alive. Don't want that one.
9 Oscar Golf, descent 9,500 feet, QNH 1016.
MDB. Single channel. That's us established. There's the airfields. Oh, look at this. This is stunning.
Transavia 833 Mike, confirm speed 190 knots.
190 knots, Transavia 833 Mike.
Innsbruck radar, guten Abend, aus dem 724, descend to flight level 170, inbound Nanet, speed is 260 knots.
Also 724, Innsbruck radar servos are identified, expect localizer DME east approach.
Expect localizer DME east approach, of 724.
Gonna do some of this now.
9 Oscar Golf, turn right, direct Advig, speed 180 knots.
Right, direct Advig and speed 180 knots, 9er Alpha Papa, Oscar.
Oscar 2 Tango Yankee, descent flight level 110.
Down to 110, Oscar 2 Tango.
And New Zealand 903, descent flight level 140.
Descent 140.
Steep approach, isn't it?
Holding over Rattenberg.
Alpha 903 affirm, enter holding over Rattenberg is published.
TFS, no, not yet. Not until there's an EFB there.
Rattenberg holding is published, Austin 903.
Transavia 833 Mike established.
2500.
Transavia 833 Mike, thanks, tower 120.1, bye-bye.
Tower 120.1, Transavia 833 Mike, thanks, good night.
Alpha 9 Emil Foxtrot, same for you, tower.
Innsbruck Tower, good evening, Transavia 833 Mike on the glide, special look DME East.
Transavia 833 Mike, Innsbruck Tower, servus, reduce speed 170 until 4 DME.
Reduce speed 170 until 4 Transavia 833 Mike. Greg, it is absolutely worth it, it's fantastic. Gear down.
Also 9 Fox, localized DME East approach. Also 9 Lima Fox, Innsbruck Tower, servus, continue approach. Transavia 6923, contact Innsbruck radar 123 decimal, correction 128.975.
It sounds like we're just landing on this runway straight in, guys, doesn't it?
6923, Delta Foxtrot Mike,
which is why I've got gear down now.
140 degrees, 6 knots, runway 26, cleared for takeoff. Caution, wake turbulence.
26. So no circle to land, going straight in. Offset localizer. How breathtaking this is.
Luxor 8257, contact Innsbruck radar 128.975, job.
128.975, Luxor 8257, ciao.
Got to remember with Innsbruck, it's an offset localizer, so it's bringing us in that direction in a straight line. But actually, the last little bit, we're going to have to hand fly ourselves. 11 miles. So I've got gear down early because it's some drag on the airframe, basically. What else do I need to do here? Left course, 95, bat set MCP for missed approach.
Transavia 833, Mike, reduce final approach speed.
Final approach speed, Transavia 833, Mike.
Transavia 833, Mike, negative, sorry for that, reduce 160 until 40 meters.
160 till 4, Transavia 833, Mike.
Gravity 2406, wind 1, correction, wind variable 6 knots, runway 26, clear to land.
2 stages of flap left, 9 miles. Oh, I love Batsing when it's like this. Yeah, the easiest thing to do is use the SimBrief downloader and it will put it all in for you, which is a really nice way of doing it. But some people like that manual feel of putting the files in, which is what I sort of cover on the tutorial. Where are we here? .160 till 4 feels like we're so like away, doesn't it? Keep smashing that like button, folks. Ashley, welcome. First time I've done the special lock DME East without doing the circle to land. Let's see if we can get flaps 25 here, and we've just got 1 stage left, right on the edge. Yoep, possibly not. I'm going to plant it on the runway. .35. Here we go. How spectacular. There goes minimums. And now we go flaps 30.
Transavia 833, Mike, wind variable 6 knots, runway 26, clear to land.
Clear to land 26, Transavia 833, Mike.
Gravity 2406, taxi to the apron via Alpha.
Apron via Alpha, gravity.
My throttle's my controls.
Good evening, Niner. Alpha Papa Oscar Golf, the localizer DME East.
Niner Alpha Papa Oscar Golf, Innsbruck Tower, will continue approach.
Continue approach, and is the speed hours Niner Oscar Golf?
Niner Alpha Post.
Team Enthusiast.
Oscar Golf, again.
Just a bit of practice, buddy, and you'll be smashing it.
Speed at our discretion, Niner Oscar Golf.
Niner Alpha
bit of power here.
Papa Oscar Golf, negative.
Terrain, pull up.
Roger.
Terrain, pull up. Terrain, pull up.
Gosh.
500. 400.
A little bit of power just reduces that rate of descent there.
300. 200. Glide slope.
Josh.
Glide slope.
Delta Romeo Foxtrot Mike, traffic information, Alpha traffic on localizer DME East for runway 26.
Glide slope. 10.
Traffic inside.
Down. 409. We've got to get it down. I'll take that though.
Traffic inside, Nine Lima Fox.
We're going to push forward a little bit. Get those brakes working. We're going to do a hard vacate left. Those are missives.
Wind variable 6 knots, runway 26 clear to land.
Can't afford a butter in Innsbruck.
Transavia 833 Mike, taxi to the apron via Alpha.
Apron via Alpha, Transavia 833 Mike, thanks. Definitely activated the spoilers.
Alpha Papa,
look at that.
Reduce speed 160 until 40 mi.
How cool. Love it. Auto brake off. Spoilers, disarm, flaps up. Transponder as required. Whack it on standby. We are now vacated over the whole point, so we can go POS lights, strobe, steady. Steady, APU starts, and runway turn lights off, taxi lights on. Oh yes. My god. Did I already do that, or did I land without any landing lights on? I think it was the latter. Look at that though. Look how incredible that looks.
Austin 2 Tango Yankee, Innsbruck Tower, servus, continue approach.
Definitely landed without landing lights. I thought I remembered doing that. Maybe it's because we're descending in the hold. I was mentally busy and I forgot.
10 o'clock position 2 miles.
Yeah, that's what your landing lights would have looked like, and the runway turn lights on as well.
The traffic's not inside.
But I forgot to turn them on, didn't I? So we landed dark.
Alpha Papa Oscar Golf traffic information, VFR traffic south of your
Not the first time. Flaps 30 yet.
Thank you, Niner. Oscar.
Delta Fox with Mike, no factor.
Roger, Delta Fox with Mike.
Transfer the power across.
Yankee, ready for start. Off 9 Lima Foxtrot, take you
Using Chartfox, chartfox.org. Depending, of course, what you like to see. But Ed, no worries, buddy. Busy flying the plane, eh? That's the excuse.
Resume speed at all discretion.
That descent, by the way, for the ILS is almost 4 degrees on the glide slope. If you bleed. Want to see the logo lights? There you go.
9 Alpha Papa Oscar Golf, wind variable 6 knots, runway 26 clear to land.
This is Pluto and the Niner Oscar.
9 Alpha Papa Oscar Golf, again.
Clear to land, the Niner Oscar.
He's definitely about to crash into me.
Traffic calling for departure, for clearance, again.
We'll go here. Navigraph is worth every penny, especially if you VATS him a lot.
Aston Jet 103 Innsbruck Tower, servus, information Whiskey current, cleared Lima India Mike Charlie via the Breno 3 hotel correction. Via the Rattenberg 1 Romeo departure, runway 26 initially, flight level 120, squawk 4676.
Gonna line myself with a little bit of a reference point here. These are all in the way a little bit. Good, loads of room.
Alpha 103, negative, cleared by the Rattenberg 1 Romeo departure. Romeo Tango Tango 1 Romeo.
That'll probably do. Bar brake on. So,
Romeo Tango Tango 1 Romeo departure, Alpha 103.
rope heat off.
Alpha 103, read the correct, QNH 1016.
engine start switches can go off as well, or on auto in this instance. Taxi lights are off, APU gen set check before we do turn the engines off. And the parking brake is set. Fuel control levers 1 and 2 to the cut-off position, and onto the menu here. FS actions, we're going to go ground services, chocks. We can request ground power. We're going to wait for these the engines to spool down before we can do the rest. We can now turn the anti-collision lights off and the fuel pumps off, 1, 2 and 3. Have to leave the other one on because of the APU. Isolation valve goes to the open position. That one, packs can stay there. Engine 1 and 2 bleeds off, and flight directors off, 1, 2. Okay, there we go. So we'll call the maintenance van because of the landing. We'll request the stairs 1 and 2 left, and the passenger bus, aft galley. And we can deplane the aeroplane, so we can set 0. We can request the loaders like so. The ground power is available by the looks of it. It is, so we're going to go onto ground power. We can now turn the APU off.
Innsbruck Tower, New Zealand.
That's now showing active. Maintenance van is there.
New Zealand,
so stairs and everything are all arriving. The catering trucks are arriving, as you can see here. And there's the PMDG coach pulling up. Actually, exactly it should be, but it's not. There we are. We're going to wait any second now. We've got the loaders turning up, look in the background. And we should have, there we go, the next set of PMDG steps. How cool is this? All of these are included. Actually, indeed, I guess in a way maybe it's Orbex. They've got to put the stuff in as well. Chris, no worries, buddy. There goes the steps extending. You can see the loaders turning up there as well. There's the door. Beautiful. So, we can start deplaning the aircraft. We need these to turn up. For 100% toga departure, you just want to select the TO option in the N1 profile. But if you've got a nice long runway and you haven't got terrain to get around, Takeoff 2 is usually quite a nice one. Air BP for that. Okay, so they're connecting with the carts, arriving at the hold for the aft. This is how you deplane everything and beat the turnaround if you like. There you go. So he's ready. We can start unloading the forward bags, and then in a second the aft carts will turn up and we'll be able to unload those as well. If we were turning around, we could request the fuel truck, which is this one. And then when he turns up, set the target and we can hit start to refuel. And there we go. Going to finish hitting the aeroplane if you like. Welcome to all of our new subscribers today. A special thanks to our ATC as well throughout Europe, in fact, as we did this little Rotterdam to Innsbruck stream on the VATSIM network. Hope you guys have all really enjoyed it as well. A bit later than usual, of course, for a stream on the channel. But there we are, another flight in the PMDG 737 here in Microsoft Flight Simulator with the Sim Update 9 patch as well, which seems to be a very nice patch by the Asobo team indeed. If you haven't got the PMDG 737 yet, I can absolutely recommend it. An incredibly complex, wonderfully simulated aeroplane, and definitely the smoothest, best performing aeroplane that I've got in the hangar as well. Thanks for flying along. I'm going to get to work creating a couple more tutorials over the next few days between work and things like that, and I'll be thinking about the next live stream as well. But in the meantime, as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Take care.
Austrian 2 Tango Yankee, apron via Alpha. Austrian 903, cruise out and continue approach. Tom Jet 3 Alpha Yankee, expedite departure.
9 Tom Jet 3 Alpha Yankee.
Oscar Echo Romeo Oscar Mike bereit zum Rollen.